Hey, this is Abraham. I want to take a moment and just walk you through my evaporator and the way that it works. I'm about to draw off, so I'd like to show you that as well. Our float, this is a float, it allows for the sap to come in at the correct rate. We're boiling tree sap to make maple syrup. And as you see, this float is functioning properly, but our float on the back broke. And we're still repairing it. So what I've done is I just hooked up this brass spigot to the clear PVC pipe down into the brass connector, and you can see it's just dripping in. Now what that allows us to do is we take a cup and we measure the flow rate into this cup, and we time it out, and that allows us to know how fast the liquid or the sap is coming into the system, and then how fast it's boiling off, because obviously if we can keep this at a level, at a certain flow rate, we know that we're boiling off. So we've determined that we're boiling at anywhere from 30 to 35 gallons per hour with this 2x9 setup. So as you see, the sap comes down this line. There's a bulk tank up back, comes in here to this float box, and then from this float box, it transfers into a warming pan that's right there. And then there's a pipe that runs along the back wall and exits out on this side. Now from that, it flows back around the corner and then back through here through this pipe. But what you can't see in this pan, yeah, you can see it, is those are actually folds. This is a folded pan. It's a raised flue pan. So the heat comes up through the folds and then allows it to boil hard, this entire back pan. And it's this pan actually gets quite violent when we get hot. So it flows out through here into this float box, and this float box comes in here, and if you look at the pan, there's channels as it flows through. And as it comes up to the front, as the water is evaporated off, you get less and less water and more syrup. And then we do this. We have a hydrometer in this stainless steel cup, and we're going to check right now to see if we have enough sugar in the water. And you see how that's floating right there? This is a hydrometer, and the way the hydrometer works is it's got some mercury down in the bottom. Let me pull it out and show you. It's got some mercury down in the bottom, which allows this to not float in water, but to float in syrup, because syrup is obviously more dense than water. And I'm having trouble showing you, but if you look on it, it's got two markings. A red marking on the low, that's a cold test. Red marking on the high, that's a hot test. And both between the two, you can tell if your sap has been made properly to syrup. And now that we're just now starting to float, as you see there, that tells me that we're ready to draw off. Now to draw off, you can't see on the other side because it's a bit dark over here. See if the camera will adjust. It really doesn't adjust too well. We have a stainless steel pot, and we have a similar nozzle to this right here. So we're going to open this up to drip on the other side into that stainless steel pan, and then we're going to cool it off until we get a full bucket. We've got buckets that are clean, and then once this bucket gets completely full, then we'll process the 5 gallons of syrup. We'll heat it, we'll filter it, and I will show you that video later. It's midnight almost. It's on a Tuesday night, and yeah, this is a hobby, obviously. Thanks for watching.